So the transition programme is something that Devon have put together for qualified social workers who have either been out of social work practice for a few years or have maybe been in another part of social work, say in adult mental health or something like that. So it's really about focusing on supporting social workers back into children and families and supporting them so that they can stay. So I'd completed my assessed and supported year in employment a couple of years ago, and then had been out of statutory social work for about a year, and I felt ready to go back in. So I was looking to what was available, and I saw the transition programme, and it sounded like the sort of thing that I needed to support me back into children and families. Well, I'd actually been in a child protection, children and families team, and so I had had that experience, but I'd lost confidence and had moved out into a statutory, non-statutory charity setting, so needed that support really to come back into and become familiar with Devon County Council's processes and policies. So sometimes inductions can feel quite rushed and you can feel like you're thrown in the deep end, but my experience was that actually I was supported and given time to settle in and to allow for my cases to become more complex, but for me to feel confident that I was able to manage that. So Devon's transition programme gave me an individualised approach, so I was able to sit with my team manager and work out what my learning needs were and what support I needed as I eased back into children and family social work. So I was able to access additional training, and my caseload was limited to begin with, so I was able to have that extra support. So I've grown in my social work practice and my confidence in working in children and families. I feel more assertive and supported so that I can deal with more complex cases and caseloads. So for anyone considering, obviously being in children and families comes with all the challenges that it does across the country, but my experience has been that I've been supported by my team and by my team manager, and I've really enjoyed and benefited from being part of the transition programme.